about? What he got going on? Got back on.
What up, doe? 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 This your man G. Louie.
And it's your man's Clearly here on the Den and Now podcast, coming to you live on Monday night at 8 p.m. like we do each and every Monday. I told y'all, this type of fun you're going to have with your clothes on. Wow. Now we going to get right off into this thing, and we're going to kick it to y'all straight up on what is going on from out the gate. The Pistons is in the playoffs. Wow. Yeah.
For sure.
Ching-a-ling, ling, ling, bing, bing, bing. Yes.
Yeah.
They in there. There's no getting around it. They got to see them boys coming fresh out the gate. So if it's a FanDuel or any of them other joints, you know what I'm saying, you might want to start doing your homework and try to get these 7-game series down pat. You know, I know a lot of y'all be sweating them tickets hard body. You know, and speaking of the NBA, I just seen Kevin Durant. Right?
What are you talking about?
Well, he had 2 incidents last week. One incident, 2 fans, I believe he was in Orlando.
Right.
He was walking out the tunnel, and the fan called him a B. Yeah. So he turned around. Whoop, and went right back over there and checked the husband and wife. Like, yo, we ain't gonna do that. I'm talking about hard body. Then he's dancing, doing the unk dance. You know what I mean? Where he's dancing like an unk, they say. I don't know, but he's at a wedding, I believe. You know what I mean?
They got an unk dance.
No, it's not really an unk. I don't know. Maybe we've been typecast and didn't even know it.
Wow. Hey, that's wild work. Yeah. Because I remember, you know what I mean, when they just, you know what I mean, like when they just start hitting me off with the like, what's up,
Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta take a minute to lean into it. And it's funny that transitioning out the NBA or whatever, because playoffs are upon us and we know what's going on. I don't want to transition too far to sports either before I had a Den and Now moment, because we have a huge Den and Now moment today. Because we're supposed to have a special guest today, and some things happen, and we're going to get back with y'all next week with some of those same people. But before we get to the Den and Now moment, the Red Wings, look at them too. Then we already know what's going on with the Tigers. They just had opening day just a couple weeks ago here, but that wasn't their first game. So as of right now, I believe the Tigers are just slightly under 500, or they might be over 500. I'm not really for sure.
No,
okay.
Tigers won 5 or 6 in a row.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The opener, they smashed the Yankees, they swept the Yankees.
Yeah.
They was on the road.
Okay, they over 500. Sorry about that to my Tigers. But fast forwarding over until the Den and Now moment, because we got to really, this is the whole premise and the purpose of this show, is to be able to bridge the gap from our generation to this new generation that's going on right now. The YNs versus the ONs. And what y'all got to fail to realize is the ONs was originally YNs at some point in time. So y'all got to relax. But the Den and Now moment. The Den and Now moment is the fact that when is it that when we was growing up, you listened to the older people.
Right.
That's just what you did. You just listened to them.
Respectful. Then, you know what I mean? Like,
it didn't matter. It didn't matter what they had, what they was driving, anything of that nature. You listen, a bunch of jewelry on, a bunch of flash on, and the person that they looking up to and they looking for this information from may not even have the right information for them, but they so caught up on the flashy stuff that's what they listening to. They're not listening to actual common sense and actual due diligence and knowledge that's actually being put forth. And I need to get this across as a Den and Now moment, because what people must understand, especially young people, whether a person is rich or poor, you can learn something from everybody. Everybody you can learn something from, and you just can't take a little bit of this and think, you know what I'm saying, you good with just that information. Take a little bit from everybody. It's cool if a person ain't super rich, but they got some profitable and some good information to give you. You know what I mean?
So listen, like, if you think about the billionaires in the world, like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, right? They go get people that's smart in their respective areas to do the task that they need them to do. Even though Warren Buffett and them is got way more money than them, they still listen to the people that specialize in doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I specialize in analytics and telling you what you need to do to get this revenue up, or to target certain people, or this and that. You feel me? So you know what I mean? Like, if you got the mindset, you know, like, if you got the mindset like Donald Trump, you can't tell him nothing. You know what I mean? He just do whatever he want to do, and you know what I mean? Everybody up under him is stupid. He the man. He always claimed everything like, you know, it's my idea. You feel me? But the whole thing is, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta listen. We always listen to, when we're growing up, listening to our elders. No matter, like you say, no matter what they had, what they got, and you was respectful. I'm talking about didn't cuss around them, didn't do none of that stuff. I'm talking about, like, I'm telling you, like, listen, quick story. My man, he grew up down the street from my grandma. He had did time, came home, and I remember he was like, man, you know, he said, you know, we don't play that. You know what I mean? You know, selling drugs on the street. You feel me? With grandma and them down there and all that. You better go around the block. You know what I mean? You better go around. You better go do it somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this guy he was, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about most humble, hey, grandma, this and that, but was a stone cold killer.
Right. And see, what the people got to understand is humanity. Humanity is one. No matter how you want to view it, no matter what side of the fence you may be on, whatever your race, creed, or religion is, humanity is one. And everything moves in that direction towards humanity. And let me tell you something, y'all. Humanity has not ever changed in billions and billions of years. I don't care what we've evolved into as far as technology wise, but humanity wise, it's still the same. So in saying that, I'm saying that you must have some sort of humility when you actually out here conducting yourself as a young adult, because you don't know everything. It's impossible for you to know everything. It is virtually impossible for you to tell me that you can just navigate all of this crazy wild stuff that y'all be into and doing or whatever. It is just okay. Because I'm telling you from a person with experience, it's not. It's not. You know what I mean? We don't come to y'all as elders to punish or condemn you. We come to you because we already seen it. We already seen how this play out.
We done did it. We done,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
We done got, you know what I mean? We done hit the black hole. We done climbed out of it. Cause you know what I mean? What's so crazy? Me and my homeboy Eric X, we was talking about yesterday. You know what I mean? We was talking about. He was telling me about the nonprofit that they got. And they going in, you know, they going into certain neighborhoods. They, you know, reaching out to the youth. And then also, too, for the brothers, that all these brothers that's about to come home from them life bits that they done overturned up to 20 now. So it's a blessing. Guys that was doing natural life, all these brothers about to come home. You know what I mean? And me and Eric, we was talking about that. That's a blessing in itself. The guys never thought they was going to see the streets again, about to actually finally come home, bro. You feel me? And a lot, you know what I mean? Like, we got a lot of brothers that are there 40 years, 50 years, you know what I mean? For real. Like, they coming to the crib. You know what I mean? So, and that, what it said is like, you know, we also got to be there for them. And then also, too, connecting them two generations together. You feel me? Like, listen, these brothers coming home, guys that did 40 and 50 years.
But see, this is where the problem lies at with the older people. The older people is so effed up to the point where they're a lot of them are though. Not all. A lot of the older people are at a point whereas they are doing the same thing as the YNs. So if you're doing the same thing as the YN, of course the YN is not going to be able to look up to you or even probably even give you any respect. So as the older people get older, what y'all got to understand is, like, I know a lot of people want to be friends with their kids and all that wild stuff or whatever and be cool or whatever, but you have to have some sort of separation there. It has to be, because they don't know. You know way more than that person knows as that age right there. So you trying to sit there and run with them or whatever, it just makes everything more confusing. If you separate, like our elders did, they separated from us. They was not around us in no shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? When we got 18, 19 or whatever, our parents weren't out partying with us at no goddamn Pantheon or at no Annex or nothing like that. Nah, y'all go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? We over here doing this. And see, the thing is, the separation actually creates a class in people. And once you create that class in people, maybe the respect level might go back to what it was, because then you know and revere to an older person. Like, hold on, wait a minute, that's your or auntie or however that's playing out. You know what I mean? Whatever the situation is. Because I know for a fact that when I talk to the young people and the youth or whatever, I try my best not to condemn you guys, because see, what a lot of people don't know is this. There are 3 of the most discriminated people on earth. See, this thing is just not in America, United States. This thing is global. There are 3 of the most discriminated people in the world. You know who they are? You know who they is?
The young people?
Teenagers is number 1. Yeah. Teenagers are number 1. I'm gonna tell you why teenagers are number 1. Teenagers are number 1 because you hold them responsible as adults, but you treat them like children. So that you got to understand, they all walk around with a chip on the shoulder. Then a lot of y'all act like y'all weren't teenagers before, and y'all act like y'all don't understand the same demographic. Once again, like I told y'all in the beginning of this conversation, humanity does not change. The same teenagers you were, the same teenagers they were. They have accessibility to more things, yeah. But other than that, though, humanity has not changed. The second most discriminated people in the world is senior citizens. It's senior citizens. You see how that flipped and bounced? So now you a teenager, you discriminate again. Now you're older in your senior years, and now you're being discriminated against because you can't function and once do the things that you was able to do throughout the many years that you've been doing them. And now you need a lot of help to get these things done. So now people discriminate towards you. And the third, and the most, you know what I mean, slept on, is the handicap. Yes, the disabled. Yes, the third is the disabled. And we already know the disabled people is right up there with the senior citizens, and disabled people, whatever, are becoming to be more and more flourishing due to the fact that, I don't know, and I don't want y'all to quote me on this because I'm not a doctor, I don't have no psych degree or any of that, but everybody is blaming their spazzes out on mental illness. You been catching on to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody just suffering from mental illness now. Everybody. I'm like, wow, no one is making decisions on their own no more.
Not all, but people start trying to find loopholes for, for they spazzing out. So now, since the big thing now is mental illness and people programs and like mental illness real. Yeah, I've been knew that. I had family members that was, for real mental. They ain't take their medication, they was tripping. You feel me? Not, because you done took these pills and, you know what I mean? And then you done did something dumb. Now you done come down and you realize, yeah, it was my mental,
Yeah, you flew too close to the sun.
No, nigga, you shouldn't have been popping them pills and doing all that dumb stuff.
You flew too close to the sun, buddy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so, as we going through this life and we navigate this stuff or whatever, we all got to understand this stuff don't come in no manual or no instructions or no rule book or nothing like that. It didn't come like that. This thing came to you in a burst of light. And that's just what it was. So the only thing you could do is what you've been taught and what you know. And my thing is, to the older generation, y'all is really effing these kids up out here. I swear to God, y'all is doing these kids a so injustice. Y'all buying them all this megalithic stuff, and then once y'all buying all this megalithic stuff, y'all not even teaching them how to even be able to buy the stuff for themselves. So the generation just turned into a whole bunch of beggars and scammers. Everybody trying to get over and finesse something. No one wants to actually work and do things of that nature. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
The high end stuff, they want to look good. They want,
and I have no idea. When scamming just became a nigga hobby. You know what I'm saying? Nigga job. I just don't get it. Don't nobody want to work. I don't get it with the youth. I don't get it. They'd rather be broke, looking for a scam or something like that instead of just going to get a job. You know what I mean? And I mean, my thing is this.
It's that fast money. When you get to use that fast money, it's something that you ain't got to go work for far as just, going physically. When you just get on that computer and do this and do that and do that, then you get used to that. That's, like, it become a way of life to them.
Well, my thing is this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coming from an ex, drug dealer, which both my convictions was for that. You ain't scamming that much scamming, though. So my thing is when the scams ain't hitting, what is you doing?
Huh?
All right, then. That ain't no hustle, man. That's not no hustle, bro. So my thing is, nah, man, go get y'all the job, man. That don't make no sense, man. And I told y'all last week, and I'm going to tell y'all again. Listen, I'm seeing it happen all over the social media, all over the internet. I'm seeing it happen. You have girls on OnlyFans making NBA players money, bro. Yes, you do. And they're not having sex on their OnlyFans either. They're just on their OnlyFans doing whatever the heck they're doing because I don't have a subscription. I don't understand why I want to pay you $9.99 to see you naked. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
That's wild work.
That's wild work. I like you know what I'm saying, with your clothes on, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's like, you know what I mean? That's like what
they paying it.
When you used to go to the strip club and stuff like that. Be like, man, don't listen, that lap dance don't do nothing.
Yeah, well, when I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love to see some titties.
That lap dance ain't gonna do nothing.
Every now and again, I get in the mood. I'll, you know what I'm saying, go to the bar. But my thing is, for me to be looking at this online, though, it's just wild work. But,
like, you talk about, giving the guy a lap dance, even drinking and all that stuff. What next? You know what I mean? No, we ain't even about to. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, go home and get called and put a call in.
All right, so you got the models out there like Sophia Rain or whatever. She claims she made $40 million. You know what I'm saying, off OnlyFans. And she ain't had not one sexual encounter on her OnlyFans at all. She's the one that started the Bop House. We gotta get off into the Bop House. See what the Bop House talk about, man. She started the Bop House out in New York. I guess it's supposed to be in comparison or the white version of Baddies. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, because I actually watched a couple episodes of that, and I couldn't really keep watching that. Baddies. Yeah, Baddies, babes. I don't understand. What is y'all fighting for? What is the big hoopla? Why is this woman fighting? And they had one episode I watched, right? This girl fought everybody on the bus. Everybody that's there trying not to be a baddie, she fought every last one of them. I didn't understand that. And I'm talking, she took turns fighting all these girls. And I'm like, yo.
For money and for fame and to be on TV.
It's for money? How much they get paid for?
Just saying. It's just a category of things that people do. But you know what I mean? Like to be on TV or this and that. You're going to be showing across the world. You know what I mean? So I'm going to show my butt. I'm going to do this. Come on, man.
Well, see, my thing is this with the young girls and the show and the show me and the videos or whatever y'all doing. You better do it now. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you like this here. You only live once. And if you got a nice setup, think it's this. I'm going to say this again. That's why I was going to this conversation too far. I wasn't into all that. Said it last week. I'm going to say it again. OnlyFans don't have to start putting some type of tax on it. And mess with this nigga Donald Trump. He mess around putting tariff on it. That nigga put tariffs on everything. Goddamn. tariff on it. Yeah, he gonna mess around. Only fan girls, yeah, y'all better be cool. Yeah, for Donald Trump, put a tariff on y'all. Like, we ain't finna let that slide through. Nope. The already squeezing TikTok right now. TikTok might not make it through this one. They made it through the last little battle.
He on TikTok head.
Yeah, so you already know what that is. They forcing TikTok to sell. So
because it's owned by China, right?
Yes. So I don't know if selling TikTok is even an option to them. Because you got to understand, they got billions of subscribers from all around the world. It just hurt us because we have 100, and this stat I'm finna scream out is wow, because I didn't know this. We have 100, and we have, I don't want to say it wrong, so I'm just gonna say over 120 million people that makes money daily off of TikTok. Do you know that?
Oh, wow.
Do you know that? You didn't know that? I didn't know it either. And I want to say the number like 122 or better. But million.
I'm getting off into that. I'm gonna be one of those.
Million. And
let's get a little.
And if you know what the population is of the United States, it's only 86 million people here. So you got 123 million people that's on this app that's actually bringing in a daily income from selling products on that app. So that's wild work in itself. So to break that up, that would crush a lot of people's economy right there. That would really do some damage.
For some people, that's their job.
Yeah, that do
their job. Like some people, like that's their job. When you watch a TikTok, you be like seeing them, and they just be on there just 24/7.
Yeah, with all these different items or whatever they trying to sell and fence off. You know what I mean? So I've never bought nothing out of TikTok shop. It looks seedy to me. I don't know. It just looks seedy.
I ordered a Cadillac cooler. I don't know if it was off of TikTok or if it was off of Instagram.
Yeah.
But it never came.
Oh wow, see what I'm saying?
It never came. And you know what I mean? Like
I told you,
we just all get up.
If y'all
see, I was gonna have them in the den for the game. See, you know what I mean? I say I'm gonna order one first and see if it comes. If it came, then I was gonna order them and I was gonna have them all around. You feel me? Looking just like a Cadillac truck.
And I had skepticism already, and I ain't never ordered nothing. You feel me? You know what I mean? So
yeah, they got down on you, boy.
Yeah, wow.
I should have with something. I said, $39. You know what? It's just crazy. It was $39.99. You know what I mean? $39. So, you know what I mean? This weekend was a crazy busy weekend for your boy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? How was it for you?
Oh man, it was bananas. Let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? I started my weekend off actually Saturday at the Cat Williams comedy show.
Oh snap! I couldn't make it in.
The show was amazing. I got an opportunity to see every last comedian I actually grew up watching on TV that I've never seen before. Because he had Monique there. He had Mark Curry there. He had other little light skinned boy. I can't think of his name. You know what I mean? And he had some other comedians that I wasn't aware of. That was pretty funny also. And that was crazy because Monique hosted the show. Yeah, she hosted the whole entire show. And I didn't know that she was being like really blackballed like this. Yeah, I didn't know that got this serious. So
Cat one of those real ones, you feel me? Like, you know, when they be trying to blackball people and stuff like that, Cat, he'll go get them. He'll go get them. You feel me? That's that's like with the thing with Kevin Hart and Monique.
Right.
And he just, like they ask him a question and he just be like, Oh, it ain't no problem. You know what I mean? A conversation. If it's a conversation on the, come on, man, with all that, dog. You feel me?
Right.
Like, come on. That's just like with who was Tyler Perry and 50 had a talk about Monique.
Oh wow.
And they was like, Tyler said, I never told nobody not to work with her. And then 50 say, but you never told nobody to work with her.
Right.
You feel me? So by you saying that, it was like you really said don't work with her.
Right.
You feel me? You should have, you should have said, man, she good, man. Y'all call her for these roles X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, for the most part, she's basically hosting this greatest show on Earth tour, or Heaven and Earth tour with Cat or whatever, and they on a hell of a city tour here. So shout out to them. You know what I mean? Show was great. I went down to the Bohemia at 8 prior to the show. The food
was the Bohemia. Who you say who?
The Bohemia.
I don't know.
The Bohemia is on Lafayette, and I can't remember what that side street is. Buffett. It's the oldest gentleman's club in Detroit. I think it was founded in like 1914 or whatever. It's an exclusive gentleman's club. A lot of you might be familiar with it because a lot of women go down there for massages. That's Soaked. You ain't never heard of that? Soaked? Okay, that's in the basement. They have a sauna and all that downstairs.
Oh, at the Bohemia?
Yeah, at the Bohemia. They have a full-fledged restaurant.
And they got massages and stuff.
All that, yeah, and the sauna. And they had the mineral pool and all of that. And then upstairs, they have lodging. They have rooms upstairs you can also rent out. But, yeah.
Some interesting.
It's very interesting. And so the food wasn't really all that great. And but it was okay. Not for the price,
Right.
It was down there charging $63. First of all, they didn't have no Don Julio rep or Neo, period. They only had Blanco and Patron. Now, 1942 they had. Why? I have no idea. And guess what shot 1942 was, my G?
$30.
$63 a piece.
You got to be.
Yeah, 126 on that cost more than the meal down there. God dang.
Wow.
That was wild work.
And they straight raping the guy down there.
Then I ordered some mussels. Half of them was hot, half of them was frozen. I didn't get that either. That was wild work.
Eating crab and mussels.
Yeah, it was wild work. You know what I'm saying? My date had the oysters, by the way. Yeah, we was into some things that night. I just want y'all to know. Yeah, we had aphrodisiac painted all on our face. Yeah, we was trying to go there.
Did you send the what's names back?
What's that? Yeah, I had to send them back. Yeah, the mussels and the clams, man, I had to send them back, bro.
They still charge you for them, or they redid them?
I ain't even redo them. I wanted them back. I ordered some fried mushrooms. There's real mushrooms, by the way. Whoa, too real.
You talking about the mushrooms that get you high?
Yeah. They sauteed the mess out of the mugs. Swear to God. Sauteed the mess out of the mugs, nigga. Yes, they did.
What's the name? They get you up in there and they get you high and they hit you with them high prices.
Right. You know what I'm saying? See, those right there, them at the magical joint. Them joints, when they cook them down like that, they take all the stuff off of them. You know what I'm saying?
Do they have... See, this is when you know when you at a restaurant that costs paper. When they don't have no prices.
Right. Right. Exactly. Then and then that was another thing. The Bohemia. Let me explain to y'all what it actually is. It's the oldest gentleman's club in Detroit, and this place was made and built downtown Detroit for guys to go meet and network. That's what it was all about. You had to ask to be a member of it. They just opened up to the public maybe about 5-6 years ago, but you usually have to be a member to even do anything in there.
Right.
And it's dope. By the way, it's on the west side of downtown too. So
that's what's up.
So it's dope.
My weekend was I was working. So it was a 72-hour turnaround.
Okay.
So we had to go down to the People Move.
Right.
You know what I mean? Man, you know what I mean? I called up a couple YNs. You know what I mean? Which they was about that business.
Okay.
They was about that business. So we stripped that boy down Friday. We stripped it down Friday. Got in there at 10 o'clock. He left out at 4. Right?
What you put on there?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Oh.
So stripped that down. So got all that. Took the lion stuff off. We had Rapid put the lion stuff on there. So we had to strip that down. So the Myers is going on there. Well, it's going on there. So now, strip that down. We get up out there at 4 o'clock. Boom. I got to turn around, get right back up, because my man Mel from the he'll be down here. He was coming Saturday, so we can put the new rap on at 8, 9 o'clock. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to turn right back around, jump up. First, had to finish the top of the bus. The bishop, he had to finish the top of the bus for his before I head down there. Then shoot down there. Then we got busy on that.
Right.
And then also too, in the midst of that, one of the homegirls, she had her party and stuff like that was coming up Sunday. So I had to go down there. I had to go back to my man's spot, pick up the material, get that ready. So I had to leave from downtown, shoot back, because I couldn't find nobody to go make that move for me. So I just had to make it happen. Boom, boom, boom.
So
right?
so let's talk about old girl party. It was yesterday, right? What's her name?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Kiki.
her. Shout out to Kiki. Happy birthday, Kiki.
Yep.
Friend of the show.
Yep. So after that, go back there. We rocked out to about 7 o'clock. Right? So mind you, I thought we was gonna finish, but didn't finish, so I gotta come back Sunday morning. But I'm like, I gotta go to church. Well, I promised them that I was gonna be there that Sunday. So I had to get up, go to church, bless them, Lord, pray. Couldn't stay the whole shot up out of there. Had to shoot back down, finish up, right?
Right.
Then Kiki, she like, where you at? You gotta they waiting on you. I'm like, what I gotta do? They ain't waiting on me. I can do my stuff last. Cause I'm in the matter, like, the party started at 6, so I'm like, I'll be there about 4.
Right.
5 to put it down. Right? He was over here. Right? So I had to leave from downtown, shoot there, right?
Right.
Put it down. Boom, 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 boom. Knock that out. Shoot back, finishing up the rap. Then get a call like, something coming down or something ain't right or something, because the guy forgot to put the other stuff on top. Take the top or whatever. Wes, boom. I had called a few other people too, but everybody was tied up. But I called Wes. Wes like, my name Wes. Get me out this mess. I'm there. He went down there, came through. Boom, 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 boom. You feel me?
Shout out to Wes.
Shout out to Wes. He said, get him out that mess.
For sure.
But the whole thing went back down to the people moving, finished that up. Everything was good. You know what I mean? Finished with the Myers rap on it, whole 9. But sometime, that was in 72 hours. Sometime I just be thinking, man, crunch time. And I just look up and I just get it done. You feel me?
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? But it was, doing installs for them and calling upon me in crunch time. Because G. Lou always there.
Okay.
G. Lou coming through. You feel me, B?
That's what they need to know.
You know what I mean? GLF Printing is coming through. You know what I mean? We delivering on the spot. You know what I mean? holler at us. Y'all know y'all in good hands with G. Lou, GLF Print. But I really appreciate everybody calling on me because they know I'm gonna come through for them. You feel me?
And let me tell y'all something. You know what I mean? Just to extend off of what he's saying or whatever. When y'all be out here going through life and y'all be picking and choosing y'all friends or whatever. Don't get so caught up and mesmerized by what your friend can actually have or what they doing or nothing like that. Be more concerned about the consistency of your friend. If your friend do what they say they do, that's your friend. And that's how you should judge your relationships, period. If a person say they gonna do something, then they should be held accountable for doing what they say they gonna do. If they gonna do something righteous, it's gonna be righteous. And that's just what it is. And we should all just try and use that a little bit more in our day-to-day activities as far as dealing with individuals, as far as picking our friends. You know what I mean? Because we, man, make some bad choices. I tell you, man, we make a lot of bad choices that we don't have to make. Just in all honesty. Some people just don't mix.
You know what I mean? That's why, on some real stuff, bro, that's why our circle is small and it's you know what I mean? Like, it's a nice net group of guys that we deal with and that we on a regular basis, right?
Right.
It's like we all got, I'm talking about friendships over 20-something years.
Right.
And it's like we didn't know, you know what I mean? Like we didn't been there from the beginning, even if you ain't there from what's name, but we still got history more than 10 years.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
It's stay like that.
Right.
You feel me? We ain't going, we ain't, all that new stuff and all these other cats, you know what I mean? Far as, like business and things of that nature, it's business is business, but, they already been there.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. You know what I mean? For sure. So, you know what I mean? So Sunday, Kiki had a party. Let me tell you, I rolled past that thing, and that joint was slapping. Yeah, she had that boy up there rocking up there next to the CVS. Yeah, she did. Had the whole parking lot on jam. So I guess them decorations came in handy right after all. Yes, indeed. And I don't know if y'all noticed or not, y'all, but it actually went up to 72 degrees today. Wow. 72 degrees, and tomorrow is going to be 40 something. Something crazy. Something crazy. I know that. So, man, it's wild work.
Wow. But this that Michigan weather, though. It's not too long ago. It was just snowing, like, about 3-4 days ago?
Yeah.
It was like in December or something. You know what I mean?
Right. And with the, excuse me here. And with the global warming and the temperatures, freezing or whatever. This is why we're having a fish problem on the lakes. The fish washing up to the shores like that. That's because of the global warming was going on. If y'all didn't know that already.
What you talking about? All the fish that was dead?
Yeah.
No. Listen. This is what they said. What happened? They said, don't be alarmed because all the fish that's dead, that's washing up to the sea, is because of the lack of oxygen under the ice. So when the ice started to melt and it spread and all that stuff like that, that's when the fish ends up washing up to the sea, because they said it's the lack of oxygen in the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. So, we got a lot going on down there with the DNR. So, yeah, they got a huge cleanup down there. I can imagine it's got to be very fishy smelling down there. Whoa.
They showed there was so many fish out. Man, that got to be a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Feel me, B? You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna swoop that and take that else without them.
But, yeah, man. You know what I mean? Look, hey, today was a great day. Man, beautiful day. And one thing about it is too, man, I have my son and my grandson, I have them working with me. And I just be like, man, like, I just like these guys. Just like they boys is really growing up. You feel me? Really growing up. Like before you know it, they gonna be running this shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, y'all out there got any little ones? I know you, the grandbaby is little. So Easter is next Sunday. Yeah, we got Passover going on this Friday through Sunday. With Easter being Sunday, 420. If you
falling on 420.
Yeah, well,
that's wild work right there.
Well, you know, both dates was picked, so however they picked them, it rocked the way it rocked. So, anywho, yeah. So I know a lot of people gonna be out shopping and getting
all that stuff. They gonna
for the kids to wear
stuff for the kids, and they gonna be getting stuff for the 420.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a mix and match.
There's gonna be a lot of sharp high people out here.
Because you know, hey, they gonna leave from church and then they going straight to 420. They gonna change.
They going to heaven for real.
So let me go change. They say, let me get out this suit. Let me get out these church clothes real quick.
Yeah, they going.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
let's go ahead and party.
They going to be God for real. Yeah, no doubt. So you know,
we can be on cloud 9.
So for those out there that's looking or whatever, Macy's got a sale going, Neiman's got a sale going, and as of today is the last day that the Ralph Lauren store, not the factory store, Ralph Lauren store, had a sale going on. So if y'all trying to get y'all kids something or whatever, those places might be places where you can go and budget and get your kids something nice to put on and go on out there and enjoy yourself. I haven't gotten any word. So key discos we can recommend? No,
like, well, for the teenagers.
Oh, teenagers got something.
Listen though, I'm just talking about for the clothes for the teenagers.
Oh.
That's old enough. You know what I mean? You go to AYV Clothing, my man Kool-Aid, go cop something from him. You can also get something from G. Louis. You can call G. Louis or whatever. But shop black. You feel me? You go to 313 in Fame on Livernois. You go to Fashion Bistro. You go to Nacho. I mean, like, shop black, y'all. Shop black. We just got to, you know what I mean? We got to get off into that mindset of shopping black because it's, you know what I mean? It's out there. We just got to know where they at. But I think New Era, I think they posted all the black stores on they page or something like that.
Oh, Zeke and the boys over there. Yeah, them boys over there. Yeah, they doing great works over there too. We shout them out like down there every week. Yeah, shout out to New Era. Shout out to them boys. And by the way, I meant to mention this when you was talking about Tyler Perry. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but Tyler Perry has paid off all of the taxes for all black people in Atlanta for their property tax. Like 700 people, something like that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, he paid up. Yeah,
that's good. That's great. That's great. That's what you know what I mean.
And I thought about it when you just brought Tyler Perry's name up because, I mean, everybody get judged on their works. And to be honest with you, don't nobody know what these celebrities be doing with their money behind closed doors. Now, something like that, of course, is going to get publicized because of how large of a personnel he paid for. Over 700 people. It's a lot of peso, a lot of property tax. But
yeah,
and understanding that, you got to know that you don't know what these celebrities do with their money, as far as like who they donated to, who they give back to, or what they do. You don't know. And shout out to Tyler for pulling that off. You know what I mean? Even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out, Tyler, why is it that the niggas got to be gay? I just don't get it, man. I don't get this, man. This movie is just wild work, bro. Just wild work. I don't be understanding that. All the niggas gay, and every circle has got to be a gay nigga. Every circle, my G. I ain't got nothing against the LGBTQ community or none of that, though. What I'm just saying is the portrayal You know what I mean? I hang out with dudes all day, every day. We ain't got no gay nigga in our crew. I'm just saying, why it's got to be a gay nigga in all the crews on your television? How you only come up with storylines that a nigga got to be gay, bro? I just don't understand that, man. Why niggas just can't be niggas, man?
Right.
We already, it's hard enough for a nigga to be a nigga. Let alone you want to put a gay nigga on me. God dang. I got already hard enough to just being black. And you want to put the gay on me every time. Every scene is like, yo, y'all bugging out, man. And then they go too far with the gay niggas.
That's just like with I remember when 50 with that with that when he started with that in that Power series and all that stuff and this and that, man. It's like, man.
Wild Word. Then see, my thing is this, right? I get the sex scenes. I get them. But some of them I don't get. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, a lot of them sex scenes that y'all be doing or whatever, they just be a little, they be sitting there hard as Superman kneecap, looking at the goddamn television screen. That's too much. Y'all about to see the people about to do what they about to do in the bedroom. They kissing or whatever. Boom, cut the scene. We already know what happened when they come back. She putting on the robe. We already know they bezel. So we can go on to the storyline. We ain't got to be off up in there. She licking on him. He licking on her. She got to show the titties. And I get the part about the nudity. I get all of that. Because I know it's showing the depth of an actress or an actor when they have those scenes. I don't know if you know that or not. It's not for just mere just entertainment. And this is why porn stars. I got to get to this. This is why porn stars are very under, you know what I'm saying, underrated in their actress and actor roles, you know what I'm saying? Because they just on there just screwing, you know what I mean? But what you gotta realize is they got all these cameras on, all these people on off up there, and they doing this scene right here in front of all these people. It ain't as easy as you think.
In that butt naked. Cameras.
Yeah.
Balls all up in your booty crack.
It ain't easy as you think. It ain't easy as you think.
Wild work. That's just like the same thing with. That's like the same thing with male strippers. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Like, I could.
Right, and I don't know if it's played out or what, but I haven't heard no girls. I remember back in the day, girls used to actually go to the cock bar. You know what I'm saying? That was like a thing for girls to go do. I haven't heard no girl talk about that nowadays. They still exist?
Yeah, they still got their thing going on. Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay, then. Yeah, I ain't hip. You know what I mean? I ain't hip. Maybe that's what girls sneak off to every now and again. I don't know.
Yeah, they still got that stuff going on.
But more importantly, though, yeah, getting ready to transition out of this month because we're under the. Let me see. What are we in here? This is Aries. Yeah, this is the season for the Aries, and y'all know that the Taurus is next. Yeah, Taurus is next. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And man, fast.
Yeah.
So.
So you got
my daughter, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Yep. It's coming up.
So we still in Aries season, and we starting to phase out the last couple weeks of Aries season into Taurus season. So y'all get impactful for the raging Taurus. Whoa, coming to you.
Yeah. Let me see. What's the? Oh yeah, because the Tauruses start in April.
Yeah, the end of
you know what I mean? My mama is coming up, a Taurus, a straight Taurus.
Yeah. And let me see. Sunday, I went back up to the Night Owl. I mean, there's no way you can just nitpick this place or whatever. That place right there, boy, I tell you better hold on to your pockets. That place is a piece of work, let me tell you. And when $40 get in the mud, right? And drinks high as your goddamn nigga giraffe behind, nigga. You hear me? I'm talking about they high. And man, I'm telling you, boy, it was fun. It was a nice experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's so crazy? It's like, nah. You know what I mean? Since I just stopped drinking, I was like, man, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, nigga ain't got to spend no money. When a nigga do go, I think it's water or sugar-free Red Bull.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because next time I drink, it's going to be something to celebrate for. You feel me, B?
Right.
It's going to be, yeah, G Blue, yep, then hit the mark. You feel me? And we toasting some good stuff. You feel me, B?
Right.
That's what it's going to be. You feel me? You know what I mean? Your man back on this game. You know what I mean? Working out, we at it. You feel me?
For sure.
You know what I mean, B? You know what I mean? It's up.
For sure.
It's up, I'm telling you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So once again, y'all already know your health is your wealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your health is your wealth.
And if you don't understand that, then know that health is your wealth. Yes.
Yeah.
So
for sure, you gotta take care of yourself. Especially if you know what I mean, like you got some kids and stuff like that, man. You wanna be around him, you know what I mean? Lord bless you with, you know, with multiple years. You gotta take care of yourself. You feel me? Because the Lord say He grant us a certain amount of years. It's just what we do with it. You feel me? Like we gotta take care of our body. We can't, you know what I mean? We can't violate the temple like we, you know, just think we can just dump anything in this boy and think we gonna be around this boy for I don't know how long if we ain't taking care of the temple. You feel me, B?
right. So
You know what I mean?
so coming to closure of the nice episode. You got something you want to add before we get up out of here?
Man, that's about it, man. We just, this is 14th episode.
And bear with us, y'all. I know y'all tired of just seeing us. I know y'all want to see some guests, and we got the interviews coming. But what y'all got to understand that scheduling is tight for everybody.
Like, look,
everybody
it's real. Like when you get off into this podcast game, I understand now what when I was watching Drink Champs and $1 million worth of game, and they just like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't lining up. We reached out, we want you feel me? But stuff happened. You know?
And I see why Nori be excited when guests come on there, because sure, I'm telling y'all, man, with the way life is set up and the way people's schedule is set up, sitting down doing the podcast, it's just not it. I'm telling you.
But I got something. Listen, we got something coming for y'all. You feel me, B? It's got a surprise for y'all.
And we still want all the entrepreneurs. Get with us.
We got a surprise for y'all coming.
So we finna wrap this up, y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in tonight. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. And listen, if you can't do one of those three things, tell somebody. Yeah.
Share.
Yes. Tell somebody. Yes. All of them. Yes. This is
also gonna be a platform for you guys to come and share y'all story, y'all business about what's going on, because we here to promote, help, give back. And so we building this boy.
And it's from the city. This is all about Detroit. It's all about Detroit.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that you think is possibly helping or hindering Detroit from doing anything, let us know. Reach out to us, let us know.
You know what I mean? Don't wait till this boy blow off, you know what I mean, blow off the roof. You feel me? There be time about you want to come on here. You better get on here while, from the ground up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't be talking about, oh yeah, wait till you get 100,000 subscribers or 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. Then I come on.
G. Louie.
Your man G. Louie. You feel me? I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all tune in next Monday, 8 p.m. Y'all like, subscribe. Let us know what y'all